Most crypto projects that launched in 2021 are dead, vaporized, gone. But Tokemak quietly kept building, even as their token price went nearly to zero. And what they've built now could make stablecoin investing as easy as flipping an autopilot switch. Now here's why I think this matters. I personally manage my stablecoin manually, moving funds between Aave, Curve, Pendle, etc., chasing yield, paying fees. It works, but it's a job. Tokemak's Autopools take that same process of diversifying, rebalancing, compounding, and they automate it. So instead of constantly adjusting, you just deposit it once and let Autopilot do all the work. Tokemak launched right at the peak of the 2021 bull run. The founder, Carson Cook, had this great analogy. The internet was slow and clunky, and it needed bandwidth in order to improve. Well, crypto's bandwidth was liquidity. And back then, most people dismissed this as just another DeFi experiment. But looking back, that vision, building liquidity as infrastructure, makes a lot of sense. Then came the bear market. Prices collapsed, projects folded, attention disappeared. Tokemak's token chart looked brutal. But the team didn't quit. They ignored the noise, they put down their heads, and they just kept building. So what came out of that bear market grind? Autopools. And here's how they work. You deposit once, and the autopilot spreads your funds across a curated set of destinations, like decentralized exchanges or lending markets. And then it monitors yield signals and market conditions. And here is the cool part. It only moves your capital or rebalances if the expected benefit outweighs the cost. That means you're not stuck in yesterday's best pool, and you're not bleeding out on constant churn and gas fees. Under the hood, it's a pretty cool system. Off-chain solvers crunch the numbers and then propose new moves, and the on-chain strategy contracts keeps everything inside of these guardrails that they've built to keep the contracts safe. And the stats system tracks not just APRs, but real-time components like staking yield, trading fees, incentive rewards, price impact, gas, and even slippage. It's doing all the messy math that we all hate to do, and it packages up in one clean, easy-to-use vault. And instead of chasing the biggest headline APY, Autopools look at stability and sustainability. So yes, you might not be topping the leaderboard on any given day, but over time, it aims to beat any single venue with a steadier, risk-aware return. Oh, and every reward gets automatically reinvested. So you've got a compounding loop running in the background. Earn, reinvest, and repeat. That's something I normally have to do. I have to claim, swap, and then redeposit myself. For example, Tokemak's stablecoin pool on Base has been showing around 9 to 10% APY recently. That changes, of course, but for something that I don't have to micromanage, it is super impressive. When you deposit, you get a yield-bearing token called LAT. That's your proof of deposit. And not to get too complicated, but it's an ERC 4626. So basically what that means is it's composable with the entire rest of DeFi. Now you can also stake your LAT for extra rewards in Tokemak's token, TOKE. The rewards get distributed every 2 weeks. You can claim them directly as liquid TOKE, or you can compound them into your position, which boosts your yield, but it does lock them up for about 4 weeks. So it's flexible, but you need to weigh the liquidity versus yield situation. Of course, none of this is risk-free. Here's kind of what I see and what I look at. Smart contract risk. Even with great audits and bug bounties, there's always smart contract risk. Incentive risk. You get extra APY, and that depends on the price of TOKE, which has been incredibly volatile. Liquidity risk. If you use compounding claims, your rewards do get locked up for about 4 weeks. And then venue risk. Autopilot does choose carefully, but if a protocol it uses gets stressed, you are still exposed. The point is that Autopools reduce a lot of the busy work, but they can't eliminate DeFi risk entirely. Nothing really can. For me, Autopools feel like what I already do manually, but without the grind. I'll still run a hands-on portfolio to maximize my own returns, but for set it and forget it yield, this is one of the smartest products I've seen in DeFi. And here's the thing, Tokemak and their team are not standing still. More assets, more chains, more collateral types are coming. Imagine Autopools becoming the default way DeFi investors earn yield in crypto, like cruise control for your portfolio. So if you've ever thought, I really like these stablecoin returns, but I just don't want another job managing them, then this project, Tokemak, is worth keeping on your radar. I'll personally be watching it closely and probably be continuing to allocate more as the bull market ramps up. I'm the Stable Lad. And if you like today's video, please hit that subscribe button. Every week I break down what's happening in the world of stablecoins and why it matters, clearly, calmly, and without the hype. This channel is for educational purposes. It is not meant to be financial advice, so always do your own research and manage your risk wisely.